Can you tell me, like, when you say you have a panic disorder, what does that mean?
After my son died, well, one, nobody got me help because no one thought I needed it. Just pray. Prayer. Prayer was taught to me with a period, not a comma. It was pray period, but it's pray and pray comma, never pray period, people. Okay, so so I think I know I didn't. I was 21, 22 years old when this happened. I was 6 months pregnant with my oldest daughter, but I made a decision to take care of myself, off myself when she was born. But I got so depressed, I forgot to. Years after, I drank a soda and I thought someone poisoned it. I found myself hyperventilating, running down the street, paranoid, scared. 911 was called, and it turns out I had my first major panic disorder. I thought I was dying. My heart was palpitating, just everything. I actually have physical panic disorders, like it's a mental chemical imbalance. I did years on Prozac that put weight on me. I got off Real Talk. I smoke weed, a lot of it. I be real good.
I smelt it.
You smelled it? Okay.
I was like, oh, she's in a good place.
See, this is what I'm trying to say. Big T told me to leave the window open. I want my money back, Macy's. That Dior didn't do
I was like, she's in a good place.
Girl, I done sprayed all that perfume. I'm so sorry, Queen.
Why are you apologizing?
I would never want to disrespect your house.
No, I did not feel disrespected.
Okay, good.
I was like, she's calm.
Good, girl. I'm really calm. It's to help my stomach. It's my medicine, y'all. It's my black medicine. Thank you, Queen.
No, it's we do what works for us, right? And at a certain point, you ask yourself, like, is this really working, or is it? I watched a Sheryl Crow documentary where she has a song. She says, you tell yourself, if it makes me happy, it can't be that bad. But then why the hell am I so sad? So like, you just have to ask yourself, like, is it actually making me happy?
It makes me function. The community makes me happy. You know what I mean? The community really has healed a lot of that trauma. I'm never going to be the same. Like, who buries a kid? And I never got therapy. I never,
Have you since?
No, I've never been to therapy.
Why?
I am that pot that's been boiling for so long. I fear if you take that lid off, it will just explode. And
so these are the lies you tell yourself.
There she is. Well, she showed up. Hello. Well, I can't stand when people use my own. I heard it when I said it. Oh gosh. Don't do that, Queen. Why would you put it back on me? Why would you put that mirror up like that? Why would you hold that mirror up like that?
That's what we do here at Small Doses.
I'm scared because I'm 55 and I'm scared to go sit anywhere or talk to anyone and draw out memories and then close that computer down and have no one shoulder to cry on.
Can I tell you something that you don't want to hear but that you should hear?
Yep.
You're not going to get the man you want until you do that.
Oh, God. Oh, God. That is
I've heard
scary.
you say that at least 3 times.
I know.
That's something you want, right? Mm-hmm. And it's something you deserve.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to get that until you do that because you're you're blocking your own blessing with yourself.
That's my trauma.
But it doesn't have to be your trauma. You have to own it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think something that we do is we start to tell ourselves that our trauma is somehow a personality trait.
I know I've done that.
And it's not.
I'm defined
you
by
are
my
your
trauma.
spirit. You are your soul.
Yeah.
Your trauma is not that. Your trauma is the thing that you have pushed through. It has shaped you. It has, built you in certain ways. But I think it's kind of like the fact that when we eat food,
mm-hmm.
we take the nutrients and we shit the parts out that we don't need.
Exactly.
That's trauma.
Yeah.
You take the lessons, you process it for the positive, and then you have to get rid of the other part. You are not going to be any less you.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's what I preach to the homeless. Cause I also
You're probably
feel like
also going to stop having panic attacks.
I really need to stop doing that. I feel like trauma is also too the sharp edges, because broken things will cut you. It's just about how you pick them up. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I feel like that's when it comes to the homeless, I'm like, people are so upset that they're so sharp with me. I'm like, but why are you upset that they're sharp with me? You know what I mean? I feel like sharp things cut you. It's not, you're not going to blame the glass for cutting you. It's about how you approached it. You saw it was broken anyway. So be careful how you approach it. So when people go, I went to the community and they were mean to me. Well, how did you approach them? You knew there was broken when you went out there. You went to feed the homeless and you expected what?
That
What
was
did
a
you
very
expect?
adept way at removing the conversation from you.
It really was.
That was
wasn't it?
really like
Wasn't
ninja.
it?
Ninja.
Wasn't it good? Did you
She
see
was
that?
real like
God
Bruce
damn it,
Lee.
she's
That was like,
wait, girl, why is you owning me? Stop playing me.
Because
Listen, I do
you know why? Because
I hate
it's
talking about me.
but
Queen.
it's
My
the
followers
people
will tell
like you who have like it. Like if the people helping
Yes.
are not at their healthiest,
Yes. Come on, Queen.
they
Say it.
can't be at their healthiest.
I'm scared. I'm really scared to
You know what's so wild is that when you do it, you're gonna be like, wow, I was really whack for being like scared. Like not even whack, that's not the word. You're gonna be like, wow, like this was actually not like I done built up a whole narrative.
That's not even. I know.
It's like when you have like a beef with somebody and then you start telling yourself like, but if I talk to them, then we're gonna have a fight. It's gonna be a whole thing. It's gonna be a whole thing. And then somehow you end up having to talk to them and it's like, okay,
You be like,
appreciate you.
It ain't even what I thought.
That's my whole life. It's people thinking it's gonna be a whole thing, and then when we finally talk, they're like, "Oh, that's it." Yes, because I am a Cancer, and there's this. But if you don't make me fill out the,
I love cancers. My baby daddy was a Cancer, and
Hey,
my
baby
son is
daddy.
a Cancer. I love Cancer.
we're special,
I love Cancer.
but we also see the things. And I just, I just say that because I think for what it's worth, so many people on Skid Row that are living in Skid Row, like it's the trauma that also holds us in place.
It is.
And one of the first things you said here was that there's so many people who tell themselves, I want to stay off the grid. I don't want da-da-da-da-da. But it's fear. And if they had the access, they would take it.
They would.
Be the change you wish to see.
Yeah.
I mean, you're already doing a lot. I'm saying. But,
No, you're right. You're right. You're right. You will be the
but you
second
can't
person.
sit here and tell me I'm having panic attacks.
I know.
And you've just been...
You know what I
You've
think
been through like so many lifetimes of pain.
But I think I'm paying penance. I know. Let me stop saying I think. I'm self-punishing.
Yes, you are.
I'm paying penance because
because you think you did something wrong.
Well, I met me and my baby daddy when my son was still alive. We broke up. I lived in San Diego. I met my ex-husband who was a Marine. Let this fool talk me into giving up my housing, my stability. Traveling around with him, got us in a homeless situation, sleeping in cars, back and forth on the Greyhound bus, back and forth to Arkansas. My daddy put us in a hotel in Long Beach, and my son just didn't have anywhere to stretch his legs. He didn't have nowhere to run around. And I sent him to my grandmother's house. She was I was raised with my mother, but my grandmother was my rock. She was that nana that told me I was, really a troubled child. Things happened to me starting at the age of 9 years old. It didn't stop till I was 16. And then when I found my baby daddy, I'm like, oh, finally, some stability. These men ain't gonna do this stuff to me no more. Then I got pregnant. I had a baby. Life was grand. And then my baby died. And I'm like, wait, what? Like kids die before their parent? And I didn't know what to do or process that. And I felt guilty because I felt like if I'd have had my together, he wouldn't have had to stretch his legs there. And
Can I tell you something today? Baby, you were a baby.
I know, but